You're here. You entered your email and you're watching me and my two good friends, Ronnie Risner and Sylvia Benavidez, about to try what I think what most would call a hype beer. This has been a hype beer for more than a year now. It's from Isla Street, which is in San Antonio. This is actually my first time trying anything from Isla Street. Isla Street. Am I even saying it right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Isla Street. What's the word? I don't
I have
know.
no idea. I have no idea. I've never met anybody from there. But people rave about their beers. They do a lot of Martin Housey kind of stuff.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff. And the one that we're going to try tonight is probably the most popular beer. It's called Rojo, which is a German Berliner Weiss that has Big Red in it. And if you grew up in Texas, especially in the south side of Texas, Sunday mornings were like all about barbacoa tacos and Big Red. I remember having that growing up, and it brings back childhood memories just kind of thinking about it. I've never had the beer though. So one of us here has had the beer, and we'll reveal that later after we crack open these cans and start tasting and seeing where we're at. So guys, if you want to pop open your cans, if you haven't already, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing going.
Nice. I love this.
Oh, and it's like spraying
Welcome
over.
here.
It's like
Good
ready to come
carbonation
out.
on that can, though.
Right.
I guess
Nice
we'll pull for the
carbonation. And you know
for
what?
the
Like,
video.
immediately, like the nose just
Yeah.
kills. And I got a little bit of DGM going on my glass. Even
Yeah,
though
me too.
I washed it before. I'm gonna have to like tap it a little bit. But yeah, I'm using my my super cool Sylvia, what'd you call it? The cranberry can glass
Yep.
from Nobi.
Yeah,
This is from their latest anniversary party. But I gotta say, so like my first impression right off the bat, it's got a look at the head on that. Like, and I mean, I carefully poured that. That's got a good amount of head, more than I would expect for this style of beer. The aroma, like just even here, I'm like vanilla is the first thing I get, which is something that you would expect from Big Red. And I don't know, I kind of want to go in and try it now.
I know. I'm still stuck on aroma. So there's a very common misconception, or different, not misconceptions, but different flavors that people get on aroma. Some people say vanilla, and then some people say bubble gum or cotton candy. So I get a little bit of both.
I think all of those are valid. Because I think there's a little bit of vanilla in all those flavors. Especially cotton candy. I always get vanilla when I've had cotton candy. It's been a long time, but yeah. You know, on the tongue, it's a little sugary, like.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's like,
I think it's like a Berliner with the Big Red soda.
Berliner
right?
with the soda.
It's very fruity.
I wish my only knock on this, I kind of like it. I wish it was a little more effervescent, just a little bit more, to kind of kill that heavy feeling that I have on my tongue. Yeah,
right.
A little bit cloying, a little more effervescence. Otherwise, I mean, honestly, if I'm making barbacoa this weekend, I might drink one of these beers with that.
For nostalgia, right?
For nostalgia, yeah, for sure. You know, like, I mean, I don't really drink a lot of sodas, but I definitely drink beer. And I haven't had a Big Red with barbacoa in a long time. And we like to do barbacoa here at home. So I don't know.
That's very cool. You know, I'm from South Texas. Well, I'm from Houston. My parents are from Houston, San Antonio, and we never did that. That was never a thing for us. But I know it was huge in San Antonio. I mean, even now they have they even have a barbacoa and Big Red festival that they're trying to do every year, right?
I saw something about that on Google. I like Googled Big Red and tacos. And that was like one of the first things that popped up is the Big Red and Barbacoa Festival. I was like, whoa, that's Yeah, it's a thing.
That's kind of the thing. That's the reason why I don't think this is a awful beer by all means. It's just something I wouldn't normally drink on a day-to-day basis, right?
Oh no,
But does it
no.
taste like Big Red? A little bit. Yeah, it's got that
Little bit.
vanilla cream flavor. The first version when I tried it was very, very sweet, more sweet than this. And I almost thought
More
it had
sweet.
lactose in it. You know, it
Ooh,
had that
really?
very
Okay.
plain, quality to it. This is actually pretty good. What is the ABV on this beer?
Let's see.
It should be a Berliner, so
5.5.
maybe
5.5. So a little high for a Berliner,
Mm-hmm.
but that's probably from the added sugars from the
All the extra
from the
sugar.
soda. Yeah.
Yep. And you
And so
know,
my-
go ahead, Ronnie.
No, you go ahead. I'll let you.
I was just saying, and Big Red has always been this brand that's been super popular, right? I think they have a huge fanfare. So this beer has a lot of hype, but also so does Big Red. So it's kind of fun. That's the reason why I like the fact that this exists, right? It just fits, but I could probably drink the rest of this and then I'm good. I probably won't drink it again.
I would definitely. I'm glad I bought singles today because I don't know if I could do 4. They would sit for a little bit, but I wouldn't mind drinking 1 or 2 on a Sunday morning with some barbacoa when we do that here at home. Yeah.
This beer definitely
Ronnie,
reminds me. Oh,
Ronnie,
I'm sorry.
what do you have to say, brother?
Definitely reminds me of Saturday mornings, popping on some cartoons and sitting back with a bag of Cheetos and a little thing of Big Red, just
Hell yeah.
kind of sitting there snacking and relaxing back. It's very light, it's very sweet, but it's not overpowering to where you pucker up because of the sweetness. It's
Yeah, definitely more on the sweet side than you would get than from the sour side of the Berliner. The sourness is there, but it's not really like upfront.
Yeah, and if you're a Big Red drinker, you have to really try this. I see the similarities, that vanilla cream body. I know the Big Red's made with lemon and orange oils, and that's kind of what gives it this very
Really?
unique flavor.
Okay.
And then they add a little bit of vanilla to give it that added punch. So that's really what you're getting most of it. But yeah, lemon and orange oils make up the flavor of Big Red.
As
I'm
per
just curious
usual,
where they put
Sylvia
it
knows
in on
more
the
than
process.
anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you agree, huh?
I mean, I'm just curious of where they put it in on the process. Like,
Yeah.
at what point did they add the Big Red? Like, how do you get this flavor to come through?
Yeah, I would imagine they would probably put it in the boil. I think. Yeah, I think they would add it in the boil. I'm just guessing, but if it was me, that's where I would put it in. But maybe they don't. Maybe they put it, during fermentation, which would be.
They didn't use any water.
good.
They just used 2 liters of Big Red.
Just a big vat of Big Red and whatever they use for the beer. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd like to know what the process is. Maybe if somebody can connect me, we can do a podcast with those guys. I'll reach out either way. Cold reach outs usually don't work. Nobody ever responds to cold reach outs, but if you know somebody, it helps out.
Yeah, who do we know that goes over to Isla Street and picks up a lot of beer?
Oh, you know what? I know that guy. What's his name? Levi Serta.
Oh yeah, certified guy.
Certified,
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be able to connect me with somebody over there. I think he's a huge fan of those guys. Yeah, but
I got family out there too. If we need somebody to stop by and kind of make a face-to-face visit.
or maybe we should just make a road trip. How about a road trip and just say, hey, we're here. Let's record a podcast.
Yep.
Love
I'm
it.
down for a road trip
You guys
anytime,
down?
Leo. I know you
guys
are.
down? Hell yeah, I'm always down for a road trip. I'm gonna tell you
Especially-
guys about our canceled road trip today. Oh my gosh. But yeah, terrible. Bad news, but we'll make it happen at some point. But listen, this has been fun. I like this beer. Wouldn't necessarily buy a 4-pack of it, but if I'm making barbacoa, I'll go to the store and buy a couple of singles. I'd be down. And I saw one of the articles I saw today when I Googled about this beer was that someplace in Austin, not Austin, but San Antonio is making Big Red flavored tortillas.
What?
Get out of town.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Yeah. Big red flavored
For the
tortillas.
variants of this, I'm waiting for the variants. I mean, they have big blue, big peach, big pineapple, big
Big peach.
manzana, big
Ooh.
red vanilla float, the calorie free, what's the zero? So maybe there's going to be some more variants of this one. We
Well,
can
on the-
speculate, right?
We can. And on their website, it says that they have like 6 different beers coming to market this year. And I think this is the first one, which I think is the one that everybody wants to try first. But man, I'd love to try the peach one because I love peach and beer. Yeah.
And that's a difficult one to achieve too. Like there's a lot of peach beers, but then there's just those peach beers that are just perfect. It's like peach cobbler.
Yeah. No, I don't know about cobbler.
Oh, you don't like the cobbler?
I mean, I
okay.
do, but I mean, I would rather just have peach flavor, kind of like Millions of Peaches from Brazos Valley. Our good friend Bobby, you know, he left us some beer from Four Noses in Colorado. He
Yeah.
left us that what was it called?
Peachopotamus or something. Yeah, that was a good one.
Love that beer. So good.
Very good one.
Yeah. Guys, thank y'all for joining me on this brief recording today. If you're watching at home, thank you for watching and for subscribing to our page. There'll be some really nice stuff coming your way via email in the form of discounts and invites to special events and more videos like this where we talk about hard to get beers and kind of give you our feedback on what we think about them. At the end, I just want to say, I think I would buy this again under special circumstances. What about you guys?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I think
Hey.
this is something where I would get a 4-pack, and someone who's kind of new to beer thinks that they've tried a million things that they hate. I would give them something like this to see if maybe you can try and sway them a little bit. And once they got that foot in the door, it's a full force into craft beer. Just a full shove.
You're absolutely dead on, Ronnie.
I think that's a great approach. I tell everybody I know, it's like, oh, I don't really like beer. And I tell them there's a beer out there for you. You just haven't found it yet. And this might be that beer that gets people into it. So yeah, I'm all for it. Sylvia, Ronnie, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Cheers.
Yeah, let's continue the conversation offline if you guys are up for it.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Leo.
Cheers.
Have a great
guys.
night, everybody.
Thank you.